All right, guys, bang, bang, lunch money time. While Washi's trying to get rich, the rest of us trying to get our lunch money right. I'm here with the beautiful and intelligent Polina Marinova and special guest, Mr. Evo
Hello,
himself.
hello.
Polina's dad is here. Evo, say hello.
Hi to all of your fans, and thank you for having me in Lunch Money.
He watches Lunch Money every day. And
almost. Sometimes I'm really busy.
Sometimes.
Let me be honest. Anthony's honest about everything he's commenting. So
exactly. Don't forget, Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi. BlockFi's got 3 products. You can buy and sell crypto. You can deposit crypto and take out a US dollar loan, or you can deposit crypto and earn up to 8.6% APY in their interest-bearing account. I'm an investor and a user. Go check them out at blockfi.com/lunchmoney. Polina, what's the first topic?
All right, stay for the first topic.
Okay.
So this headline is misleading. It says nearly half the U.S. population is without a job.
It's not true.
Which my dad was like, half the U.S. population, it's half the working U.S. population is without a job. It plunged to 52.8% in May, meaning that 47.2% of Americans are jobless.
It's crazy. Absolutely insane. Get people back to work. Right, Evo?
I said this before, and you said it again and again. Of course, I agree. Take measures, but intelligently, not like everybody stay home. That's not what we have to do. No.
Yeah, it's just, look, the virus is real. People got to stay safe. But I will say this. You ready? This is what really frustrates me. I went to a Subway yesterday for lunch. And when we walked in the Subway, there was everyone in there had a mask on, including myself and my brothers. But there was 2 old guys in their 70s who had no mask on. One of my brothers literally said to them, "Hey, idiots, we have these on for you. If I get coronavirus, I'm not going to die, right? If you get it, you're going to die. Put your damn mask on. If I got to wear one, you got to wear one." Craziness.
We wear for them, not they, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. So look, we got to get people back to work, and obviously it's a bad situation.
Awesome. So Cirque du Soleil files for bankruptcy. Fun fact, Anthony once in Las Vegas danced with a clown on the Cirque du Soleil stage. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. When we went to Vegas.
Yeah. I was, showing him my moves.
I remember on the wedding in Mexico, you danced too. Remember?
He's always dancing.
Yeah, but that's good. That's good.
Just want to have a good time. Look, I think Cirque du Soleil, not surprising that you take a in-person show that is reliant on revenue coming from people going to a show. They don't have many other revenue streams. Of course, they're going to suffer. And 2-3 months, all of a sudden, there's a lot of pressure. And so bankruptcy, again, as we've learned, does not mean that Cirque du Soleil is going to go away. It just means they're going to restructure the capital stack, and the equity owners will probably get wiped out, maybe even some debt owners, and then they'll get back to work.
But Cirque du Soleil is one of those interesting things where it's not the same watching it virtually. You have to go in person in it.
Yeah, the feeling is
just not the
completely
same.
different.
Yeah,
Yes.
you've got
it's an experience.
Yeah.
Evo, you've been to Cirque du Soleil?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to go. It's the in-person experience.
Yeah, Polina is right. You have to go there.
Because you're watching it online.
The atmosphere is different than you watch. Well, it's like a football match, a football game, right? If you go there, it's completely different than.
By the way, speaking of on virtual only events, my dad plays 1-minute chess. He says that you can go on the site and watch people live play chess. Right?
Hold on a second. Don't disrespect him like that. He doesn't just play chess. He's one of the best people in the world at chess.
No.
1 minute. 1 minute.
I'm not good.
I'm not good. Okay.
I can watch Grandmasters with ELO. This is the rating for chess players.
LAO?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's the rating that the chess player basically, it's like a ranking. Like here's how good you are.
And you can watch Grandmaster with 2,700, 2,800 rating, which is crazy good to be able to watch how they play live.
But it's not the same as in person, right?
For the chess, I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What's the next topic?
Okay, Lululemon.
I'll leave you guys.
Oh
No,
no!
no. You got to say about Lululemon.
I don't want to interrupt you.
No,
anyway.
stay. We're almost done. Lululemon is acquiring the in-home fitness company Mirror for $500 million, making its first acquisition with a bet that more people are going to be exercising from home. So remind us what Mirror is. Mirror is that company where
Mirror is it's a thing that stands on the floor, and when it's turned off, it's a full-length mirror.
Okay.
And then when they turn it on, it basically is like an interactive at-home gym. So there's a person or avatar that pops up, and they tell you the exercises to do. So they say, you know, hey, do this, do that, whatever. And it's kind of like having a virtual trainer right there in front of you telling you what to do. And you can do everything from one-on-one coaching to group exercises or group classes, all that. And I think it retails, you can buy it for like $1,500, and then you pay, I think it's like $30 or $40 a month.
Yep.
So it's like a subscription service.
Or alternatively, you could turn on YouTube and do an exercise on there.
Yeah, for sure. But I think part of it's like the accountability, the tracking, like all that kind of stuff. And then look, it's also a thing where Mirror this year, the CEO of Lululemon says it's going to do $100 million in revenue. So it's pretty big business. And they're going to break even early next year. But ultimately, it just comes down to historically, the fitness companies, they create the apparel brands, right? So like there's a CrossFit gym and they create some T-shirts or something. Yeah. Very rarely do you see this happen in reverse, where an apparel company buys the at-home fitness or the physical location.
You know what's funny? Everybody was making fun of Mirror and saying nobody's going to do this and pay $14.95 and then $39 per month to do this. But now in coronavirus, everyone's home, so people are actually purchasing it. And they did really well. I mean, the investors in Mirror so they invested $72 million and it got bought for $500 million. That's a pretty big return.
Yeah, I mean, it is likely that they only made, depending on where you are on the capital stack, but I bet you the average return for an investor, so they got a 1x liquidity preference, so that leaves about, call it $425 million of that, which employees and the founders probably own a material part. So like, I bet you most investors made somewhere in the 3 to 5x range, which is still pretty good return. Obviously the early investors made a killing, right? First round, I think, was one of the investors. But the other thing that's really interesting is Lululemon actually was an investor in Mirror. They'd invested $1 million.
Just $1 million in 2019.
Yeah. Evo is a workout warrior. He runs, he'll like go for a run and he'll be like, hey, how far did you run? He's like, 12 miles, no problem.
He runs a lot these days.
Or bikes.
I bike more.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, what's next?
I don't know. Okay, so TikTok. India is banning TikTok and
really?
several other well-known Chinese apps, saying they pose a threat to sovereignty and integrity. So basically, India doesn't like China right now. And how can you ban TikTok?
It's going to happen in the U.S.
You think so?
Yep.
But how do you ban
the U.S. military? The U.S. military already banned TikTok. You can't, if you're a soldier, you can't use TikTok. Yep. India obviously just did. They also banned WeChat and a bunch of other ones. I don't think that they'll go that far in the U.S., but I definitely think that at some point they are going to ban TikTok. And there's a thread I saw on Twitter recently where somebody reverse engineered the TikTok software, and they saw all the things that they're taking while the software's on your phone, like all the data. It's really bad. It's probably one of the most invasive applications that I've seen. And so ultimately it just comes down to like, we're going to see the nationalization of all these apps, right? People are literally going to say, if you're in the United States, we don't want you using any Chinese applications. So here's the US. What do you mean?
I mean, I downloaded it on my phone. What is it going to say? You can't download it?
Well, there's a couple of things. So one is obviously the app stores, like Apple could just kick it out of the app store, but they would have to get some sort of pressure to do that, or they'd have to make the decision by themselves, not the government do it. Google obviously could do the same thing. And then on top of that, the US government, I guess, technically could like ban you from using the software, right? Mm-hmm. They could say like, hey, if you use TikTok software, it's, it's spy software or something. And so they just do it that way. They ban the almost the ownership of the software, the usage of the software.
Fun fact, my little sister Catherine and I made a TikTok dance once. You saw it. It was great.
It was, I think Evo and I are in the same boat on this one. It was not entertaining.
It was so entertaining.
Not for me.
I feel bad. I feel like Evo's in a hostage video right now. He's there with his daughters and his wife. Like, he needs another guy there. You got him held hostage.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, Jeff Bezos just sold $1.8 billion in Amazon stock to fund his space venture, and he's still the richest man in the world, even though he sold $1.8 billion.
Yeah, that's like $20 for Jeff Bezos.
That's crazy. So
he put it this way: he went through the divorce, gave away $30 billion to his ex-wife, and still the richest man in the world.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because he robs small businesses like mine, right?
Evo sells stuff on Amazon. Evo, what do we think about Amazon?
Yeah.
I think it should be gone. I think we have to go in revolution and just
the small businesses revolt.
Yeah, revolt. Yeah.
Because what percentage do they take of sales?
It depends what kind of sale. FBA means we send to Amazon our products and they sell it to the customers. Okay. The second thing, the second option is we sell directly from our business, again through Amazon platform, but we send it directly to the customer. So in the first case, FBA, nearly 30%, 27 point something. It's combined different taxes, facilitation tax.
So if you send your product to Amazon's warehouse and then they ship it from there, they take 30%. But if you send it directly to the customer, how much do they take?
Well, let me calculate. I haven't calculated. About it's more than that.
It's more than that?
Smaller amount.
Smaller. Okay.
Like if let's say $36, they take $6. So about $6.
So a little less than 20%.
Yeah.
Less, yes.
Yeah.
About 15, something like that. Yeah.
Well, Jeff Bezos has got billions of dollars because he's been doing that for years.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So what do you think Jeff Bezos is going to do with the space venture? Is he like now inspired by Elon Musk? They're
competing. That's why Elon Musk keeps tweeting at him, telling him he's a copycat.
Jeff does not like that, probably.
Yeah, exactly. All right, what's next?
Okay, last one. Kim Kardashian-West is selling a stake in her beauty brand. She also has a beauty brand like Kylie Jenner for $200 million in a deal that values the business at $1 billion. She's selling it also to Coty, C-O-T-Y.
They're the one who did Kylie Jenner, right?
Yes, and they'll get a 20% stake. So KKW is valued at $1 billion. That's Kim Kardashian's brand, and Kylie Jenner's is valued at $1.2 billion when they did it.
Does she own 100%?
I believe so. They bought 20% of it, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, that means that both the sisters are billionaires. I don't care what Forbes says. Forbes doesn't know how to do math if they still think Kylie Jenner's not a billionaire.
My dad thinks that they became famous for nothing.
Almost everybody.
That's true.
That's true. I mean, listen, Evo's smart.
But they built businesses afterwards, so.
Yeah.
That's fair. But it still doesn't mean that they didn't become famous for nothing. Like, let's just call it what it is. Kim Kardashian became famous for a sex tape.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. But listen to this. So Coty's brands. Coty owns CoverGirl, Max Factor, Sally Hansen nail polish. They cannot compete with KKW Beauty's reach. Max Factor, for example, has 585,000 Instagram followers. KKW Beauty has 4.4 million. So if you have the distribution, you can sell anything.
Yeah. Everyone go check out Atlanta Chemical and go buy. Evo, tell us what people use the paint pigment for.
A lot of things.
Oh, it's a spectrum of applications.
Tell them about the magician.
Yeah, we have magician who makes tricks with our stuff, but we don't know actually.
What
he will not reveal.
So everyone knows Evo has a business that basically they sell paint pigment, which you can.
Thermochromic paint.
Thermochromic basically means color changing products like paint, inks, fabric paints, and so forth.
So basically, when it gets exposed to heat, it'll
heat,
change color.
and we have another product. You expose it to sunlight, which contains UV component, and exactly the UV changes the color, not temperature, which is pretty cool.
So people have basically taken that and they've done everything from cool art. Like there's one guy who basically like did a piece of art and then he lit it on fire and it changed colors, to people created what is it, like slime, right? So the kids could put their hand in the slime and it would change colors because of the heat of your hand.
And also face masks.
Face masks.
When you breathe, it changes the color.
So basically, Ivo sends you the ingredients, and then you can build all these cool things with it.
The raw material, and people do whatever they have in their mind.
So the face mask thing was funny because it went viral on TikTok. And then you guys were like, what is happening?
Yeah, what's going on?
Because some girl painted the face mask. It was like a Harry Potter mask, and she breathed and it changed the color.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Crazy. So Jeff Bezos doesn't get rich. Where can people go buy it? AtlanticChemical.com?
Of course. Yes,
Well, thank
you, Anthony. Thank you for saying.
Of course. Just trying to sell things on the internet, man. Just trying to sell things on the internet.
It means a lot for me. Thank you very much.
Do you have any parting words before I get to my joke?
Nah, hit me with the joke.
Okay. Don't look. Okay.
Ivo, it's not going to be funny. Don't worry.
Okay, listen to my joke.
Okay, I'm listening.
Why did the coach go to the bank? You can get this one.
No idea.
Why did the coach go to the bank?
Yeah.
It's tricky.
Because that's where the money is.
No, to get his quarterback.
Oh, okay.
See, he laughed.
Come on.
Too funny. I'm too funny.
Was it too funny?
That was so funny. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching Lunch Money. Be nice to your dads.
All right, guys. That's it for Lunch Money. While Washi's trying to get rich, the rest of us is trying to get lunch money right. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Woo-hoo.
Bye.
Bang, bang. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Lunch Money as much as we did.
And don't forget, Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi, so go check them out. There's a link in the description that you can click on. I'm an investor, a user, and a huge fan. What?
You're a bigger fan of BlockFi than you are of me?
BlockFi is my second favorite thing in the world behind Polina. They've got 3 products. They can give you a US dollar loan. You can earn up to 8.6% interest on an interest-bearing account, or you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies on their crypto exchange. I personally use the interest-bearing account. There's not very many places where you'll find up to 8.6% interest on a deposit in an interest-bearing account. Go do your own research. There's risk associated, but 8.6% is pretty compelling. So click on the link in the description, say thanks to the folks at BlockFi, subscribe to our channel, like the video, annoy Polina in the comments, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
And be kind to your friends.